I'm at Death & Company, a bar in the East Village where you're going to meet one of the city cocktail scene's more colorful characters, Adam Kolesar. Adam's particular passion is tiki drinks, and he's going to have a few of them made for him here today by the bartender Brian Miller. Now, we should probably point out we're here at the East Village bar, Death & Company. We're talking about tiki. Your love is tiki. This is not a tiki bar.
It's not a tiki bar.
So explain why we're here.
It really dawned on me a few years back that most tiki is treated very trivially, but the good folks here at Death & Company treat tiki as if it were a vaunted classic cocktail. So the execution of these drinks is among the best you'll find on the East Coast.
And the tiki drink in front of you, tell me what that is and how many and what kinds of rum are in that? Because that's sort of like a rum extravaganza, right?
What this is a 1934 zombie. The inventor of the zombie is Don the Beachcomber, who is kind of the progenitor of everything tiki. He's the man.
This isn't my zombie, this is Don's zombie. This is as close as I can get to it. We're gonna start off with a little bit of lime juice and then use a little bit of Don's mix, which was the secret ingredient. 2 parts grapefruit juice to 1 part cinnamon bark syrup or cinnamon syrup. And then you go into, we have our own little zombie mix here at Death & Company just to try to cut a few corners and make this drink a little bit easier. A 1/2 ounce of Velvet Falernum, I think it's 2 teaspoons of Grenadine, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of absinthe.
And what's your rum spec? What do you like to use for rum?
Appleton's Reserve, which has that Jamaican funk in it. I think it adds a certain richness. Then you're supposed to go with a Puerto Rican rum after that, Rondell Barrilito, the 3-star. And then the missing ingredient is Lemon Heart 151, which we can finally get, certainly here in New York, but they've had it in California for quite a while.
The Japanese attempt to land the force at Milne Bay met with a decisive defeat.
When does tiki as a cocktail genre come along in this country and why?
It really comes to prominence in the post-World War II era.
Plowing through the daily rainstorm, soldiers are wary and alert.
Where we had returning vets wanting to kind of recreate their experiences in the Pacific Theater. It spread from the West Coast throughout the Midwest onto the East Coast in kind of an attempt to create Polynesia in the everyday American's life, an escape.
And why are we seeing a resurrection in tiki popularity over the last couple of years?
The cocktail classicists have really run the gamut discovering pre-prohibition drink formulas. The most adventurous bartending going on post-prohibition starts with tiki. And these are inherently complex drinks that are challenging to execute, and it's really kind of the last bastion of American mixology, uniquely American, that exists. And it's a wide open frontier along with the interest in rum as a spirit. So it's kind of a coalescence.
So tiki is like our jazz.
It's totally our jazz.
It's an American art form.
It's an American art form.